I'm making this video specifically for Duke in hopes that he'll understand where I'm coming from. This is the chassis for Duke's National Walking Tractor. Stamped in the base, Lincoln, Nebraska. The reason it's stamped and not embossed is because these tractors are made in 4 different areas. I have the same tractor and mine is stamped Vancouver, British Columbia. Walking sprinkler is, of course, what the machine is referred to as. XA is the plant where it was made. We're going to flip it over and right away you see Model A5. There's a Model A3, a Model A5, and a Model A8. The Model A5 is probably the more common of the three, but at the same time, the year that this was made, this was the bullnose, as it's called, and I mean, if you look on eBay, you're going to see a few of these, only because they're highly collectible and very rare. The reason I'm making this video is to point out a few things to Duke. I'm going to look at your water neck here. This is where your hose goes on. You see the color of the paint? It's unscratched, unchipped, and are completely original. Now the lighting in my shop is fluorescent. So you're going to notice that the color of this paint is possibly just a little bit brighter than it should be. It's more like an olive green. But the reality of it is, look at the color of this sprinkler. Let's flip it over and look at the underside, Duke. By the way, I've already stamped the proper cork gasket. But if you look at this, there's little, if no, indication, little wear here where the wheel rubbed, the hose guide wheel rubbed. Beyond that, this chassis is pretty much the way that it came from the factory. Now here's my issue, Duke. Excuse me. It's pretty late in the evening, so bear with me. I can paint match this, and I can respray it, and it'll look like brand new. Or I can leave it as it is, paint everything else, and you're going to have basically a restored National Walking Sprinkler that's going to look like brand new with a few wear marks on it. I would think that's going to be the more attractive sprinkler on your display shelf than something that still smells like Tremclad. The other problem is trying to match this paint means that it's going to be a cheese ball Bush League paint job, and I'm not really all that excited about doing something like that for a customer like you. So I am asking you to look at this and make a decision as to whether or not you want me to go ahead and paint that and make it shiny and possibly a little